Rhymes.
Welcome, guys. I had two media players and one did not pause. So, welcome to the stream. If y'all are on, got notified by Discord, I have absolutely no clue what is currently going on. Yeah. So, yeah. So, I am trying to get that working, sort of. Uh, I don't, generally, me does it pretty quick. Uh, yeah, it just did not do it quick. So, let me get that fixed real quick, and then we will get started. Literally, just copy and paste something. So perfect. That's I didn't set this up to be scheduled, so it's using like the old cover banner, and it looks disgusting. So anyway, let's go ahead and get the show on the road. Hopefully that cover dropped. I think it dropped. Yes, it did. Let's go. Okay, so try to get my setup here to where I kind of like it. Chat, Discord, OBS. Let's go. Okay. How is everyone's Sundays going so far? Good, bad, ugly, a little bit of both. Not enough for one. Yeah, I feel you. Do. So appreciate y'all hopping in, hanging out. So, um, we're gonna get a little bit of several things done. Got to try to get corn planting done somehow, wrapped up. With just one planter, which should be interesting. We're getting some manure spread, and yeah. So yeah, it should be a fun little stream. I don't know how long we'll go. Like I said, that seems to be a usual thing anymore. So go and get over to the 8R. So we did tune the 9RX back into our local John Deere dealer. So currently all we actually own is our little bit of our 8RX here, or our 8R. So we're gonna put some hours on it, like it needs more hours anyway. Actually, I can't even see the hour meter because of there's an update for it. I just haven't downloaded it. But yeah, so we got a couple of fields of corn we gotta get planted. I kind of forgot about them, or I would have had them planted. But I kind of forgot like about the north side of the farm. So yeah, so we're gonna go and work on getting some corn planted. Yes, I said screw the seed tender, and I am using the feed trailer as our seed tender. And you'd be surprised just how well it works. So, you just kind of wing it out here. You gotta back it up a little bit, but then you raise it up just a tad. Go back here. Oh, we're not in the smaller can work. Okay, I need to stop getting in that truck. Over here. There we go. Now we're just gonna back up just a tad here. Just enough to where I think will be solid. So, kind of ran out of seeds halfway through, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm not gonna go and get a tender load for every time that the seeder's empty, because that's how fast we were using them. So, yeah. So it's probably a little bit overkill now because we just don't necessarily, oops, uh, need it because yeah, kind of down to one tractor now. So, but we're gonna go ahead and get it topped off. We were running courseplay on it, so we'll probably leave it running courseplay. We'll just kind of bounce between a few things. So, yeah. So we got liquid fertilizer there. We got seeds there, and yeah. So we're gonna go and get a last bit of corn planted here. So the goal is to get these 5 fields here planted corn. Technically, only the soybean fields should be corn, but I don't want to have to drag a header up just to knock this one field out. Doing the barley on it wasn't too bad. Just because, I mean, it was one header, so it was pretty easy. But trying to drag up a bean head, or bean head in the middle of trying to get corn harvest done up here would be just a pain. So we're gonna go ahead and get all this knocked out to corn over here. We probably won't do anything with 42. We haven't ever really. It's just too big and it's like out of the way weirdly. Which now I have a drive that like goes here, so it's probably okay. There's just a lot of field, so. But everything else down here is all planted except for 18. It's got barley on it currently. And once we get that cut, we'll no-till in some beans. Same thing goes for field 11. So we're getting closer to being done with planting of 2027, I guess, would be the year. I won't say that. It feels old. So. But yeah, feel free to hit that like button that's on the screen. I do appreciate it whenever you guys do that. It just helps me out quite a bit as far as getting better engagement on stuff. So, I kind of like seeing it. I've only been live for 8 minutes and the average view duration is already 4. So, I'll take it. So, means we're up to like 30 minutes watch time already. So, we're getting there. So, hopefully y'all are having a great Sunday. And I lose track of days sometimes. So, yeah. We're going to go ahead and get this dude started. We're going to run over here into this 6M that just got done doing manure and get it back to the yard. It just got this entire field knocked out with some nice, lovely, free fertilizer. So it's still fairly full. We probably will stick this dude on some lime here in a little while. Just because we need to get some spread. I wanted to get it on these fields before we got to planting, but it just wasn't going to work out that way. So we'll have to do it after we get out planting. So, which isn't that big of a deal. I'd like to just get in, but I doubt we get there. So this field needs plowed, but it's almost easier just to keep it grass instead of plowing it. So yeah, I'm trying to. We might plow it this winter. We'll see. Just depends. So we're gonna take this gate because the spreader's pretty dang wide. We did build a big manure storage pit that's down here to where the feedlots are. So we're going to use that quite a bit to help us with manure storage, mainly because this spreader that's behind us can't actually fit into the monoslope barn. So we're having to haul the manure out to the storage pit, and then auto drive is nice and wonderful. Come fix it all up. So yeah, so we're just gonna park the spreader down here. So, hello, Chris. Welcome to the stream. So we're just gonna put this big boy back here. Definitely feel like we did more than 50 acres, but I guess bale count is close to what it would be. Not exactly wonderful to leave that full of manure, but you know. Honestly, if I would have known it would have had 10% of a load left, I probably would have just stopped it and not sent it back out. But it is what it is. So not everything can be perfect, unfortunately. So, but both fields that we have got cut so far have been spread with some wonderful free fertilizer. I do have another field that I'm contemplating cutting. It hasn't been cut in 2 years, but it's what it needs to be done is it needs to be cut, it needs to be plowed, and seeded in with grass. Because right now it's painted in with grass, unfortunately. So we do have that. I'm trying to decide if what is going on here. I am outside the cab. What in the world? That's weird. What if I get in this truck? I can see myself. Am I in this tractor now too? No. Huh. That's a bug. Okay. I'm still in that one. That's creepy. But yeah, so basically what it is there's a little bit of a fence line that runs between these two fields, but this one has not been cut. The last thing that we did off of it was chop it for grass. So yeah, fun times. Sorry, getting the announcement. Yeah. So right now we technically don't have a plowing tractor. You know, but you have the mowers. Well, that field I'd probably only run one mower on, to be honest. The only issue, like I said, the only issue is it's painted all grass, so I'm not sure how the field protection will work very well on it. But we'll find out. Because we really ain't got anything else to do. The only issue is it might rain, and I don't want to have to wrap bales. So, how do I want to do this? Actually, there's no point in trying to get that cut if it's going to rain on it. So, I do have plans to build a new shop kind of over that direction. Mainly because this one just isn't very big for what we're doing. So, we're also keeping an eye over here to find something that, you know, might peek its eye out at us. I have this, but I hate 2 tracks, so I would much rather have a articulated over a 2-track. No, I don't want to buy. Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll hook up to the fertilizer spreader here in a little while, and probably try to put some lime down to some of these fields. Some of them have been nothing but grass are fairly decent. But yeah, so I'm just kind of running around checking a couple of them that we've put some silage corn into. Good evening, James. Welcome to the stream. Mizo Pick, hello. Welcome. This field's one of those fields that we could probably put some lime on. The only issue is the trailer that I generally go pick up lime in currently is full of seed. So, I think we do have an auger over here somewhere. Or a belt. Maybe. I don't know where it went. It's here somewhere, I think. Oh, it's over here. So what I want to do is... I think all of our trucks are... No, our newer trucks. That's also another thing we gotta do is before harvest hits here, I would like to get another... They don't have to be an old fancy truck or like a heavy hauling truck. Just a little beat up cheap farm truck to ride grain. So that field's getting some corn planted in it. I don't know what the pH is on this field. Oof, needs a little help. I don't know how we're still expected to have 123% yield, but that might go to crazy once we put some lime down on that. So, how are we sitting on commodities? Fairly decent. Hay storage, we're rocking it pretty well. It's kind of started eating this trailer, but these bales don't have collisions in them, so you can just kind of walk right through them, and it annoys the crap out of me, but that's how Giants did it. So, but all the round bales in here have been from this year, so we've got 151 round bales so far. Math-wise, I don't know what that comes out to. Check real quick. We need like 5 million liters of hay this year, which we'll have some left over, but... And we're about 2 million liters, so... we got a lot of hay left to do this season, so... this field will bring in quite a bit of hay as well. Especially if we can keep the fertilizer consistent on them. It will help. And then we got these 2 alfalfa fields back here as well. So, if it wasn't going to rain, we would cut some down, but it's about to rain, so I don't really want to cut anything down. So, what we might do is... I don't actually know what we're going to do. I'm bored. Shimmel's must be having some issues. Okay. Oh. Awesome. Cattle-wise, still aren't getting extremely close to selling any. Well, yeah, at some point we'll sell off these steers at some point. We've just got to get them a little bit more, because I don't want to sell them for that little. If we can even get them around $1,000, I will be fine with that, but not for $444. I'll pass on that. I know what that is. 40. It's like less than 10 grand. Which, credit, we're not putting technically a whole lot of money into it, because most of everything that we're coming out with is made on site other than brewer's grain, but that's like extremely cheap. So yeah, so these will be our replacement heifers. There's 360 of them. They're 4 months old, so they got a ways to go, but you know, we'll get there. Actually, here's the truck that we can take to go get some lime. This is the one that we can do. It'll work out good. So I think what we're gonna do is just grab that triple axle Trinity and we can just use an auger and auger out from it into the spreader, or we can. So we won't be working too far from the farm, so we could probably just loader it as well. Oof, that's bumpy. Oh, I haven't decided yet. We'll figure it out. Suck at getting lined up there. I don't know how this trailer has not just been absolutely slammed by auto drive. Between spreading manure and hauling hay in, and some miracle it didn't get destroyed. So we'll go take this over to the town, grab some lime, and then we'll come back and we will spray. Also, I'm still contemplating trying to sell off some of our other stuff. The large square baler and like the large windrower. But I just haven't wanted to pull that trigger quite yet. But I mean, it's just, we're set up for round bales, so it's pretty easy. Timed it perfect. Let's go. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how many bales of rye or a barley or a straw that we get from the barley out of this field here to our right or our left. Because that's really why I'm doing the barley. So because that's gonna be quite the job for auto drive if there's gonna be a lot of the bales. So and we're only gonna be running one baler because I'm not gonna set both combines out for that one. Well, technically two fields, but I don't really want to run both of them at the same time. I'd like not to have to use more than one truck, just to keep the cost low. Because once again, it's barley. It bought quite a few cows. Can't lie about that, but cheaper we can keep stuff, the better. So I know that one's seeds. I don't know what this one is. I need to figure out a better way to label these so I know what's what. Okay, so nailed it on the autosave. So this one over here is our lime. Oh, this guy's gonna try to walk right. Oh, nope, he stopped. Oh, he just walked into it. Oh, nope. Where'd he go? Oh. He's like just staring at the trailer. Oh, I just fired that guy. That's funny. So, we'll fill up with lime. I'm sure this will be a wonderfully expensive adventure. Okay, Extreme Elements, I understand that you're running. Are they all just gonna stop, like, right by the trailer? What the heck? Now that's like 10 grand in lime now. Yeah, how expensive lime is. Just how quick you go through it. I had unit convert on. I bet this dude would be loaded down now. And the dirt map on this trailer needs to be redone. So pixelated. we'll have to add to disable Streamlabs bot at the end of the after the stream's done is just frustrating. Oh, she's heavy. She's heavy. And the lights don't even work on it. I need to kind of overhaul this trailer, eh? There's some silage boards up on it. She is a heavy little trailer. Definitely probably need a triple axle to be hauling this one. Oh well. Ain't no DUT gonna stop us. That downshifting sounded horrible. Heavy load. That is for sure. I don't actually know what's in that trailer. It might be dry fertilizer, so we'll see. I tried to switch mainly over to needing to use fertilizer to do liquid because, you know, you have bulk storage. It makes it a lot easier to do liquid that way. I'm just gonna say cruise control, let it keep climbing gears, I guess. Doing a whole lot of shipping load. How does brakes work? Oh, I was totally expecting not to be able to stop there. Double clutch it. Say smooth that bump out of the driveway at some point. I keep hitting it and remembering, and then I forget. So. Just because I don't want to unload every little bit out of the trailer, we'll probably just auger it out with the belt there. I think that's the best move. And also, there's not a whole lot of room outside of that field, so we're just gonna have to kind of wing it when it comes to that. So, I ain't chit-chatty tonight, that's for sure, sir. Look, our ghost is still sitting in this tractor. Okay, so we're gonna go and we'll grab that spreader. Our little new bunk area that we developed for this year. my goal is to be able to get rid of all these the sheds that are kind of in the middle here and just kind of build a bigger shop kind of towards the back. But I haven't found any that I really like, so I have to find time to build one and then we'll go from there. On top of everything else I'm doing. Mainly because I like kind of outgrown this old shed. It is lime in here, so we are lucky. So we're gonna take this little 6210 here and go grab that auger. Or that, I need to stop calling it an auger and call it a belt because that's what it is. Just kind of set it down here and then we'll probably just back the truck up to it. No, it's not perfectly aligned for spreading in that field, but it'll do for what we need to do it right now anyway. I do like that we don't have to sit the tractor on it though. Auto save. Clear the autosave, we're gonna go here and start it up, raise it up a wee bit here. I think will fit. Let's back the general up to it. Just take a quick look at that great demand, and if it's something that affects us, we might haul a couple out. I don't know. Let's see a number that sticking out to us like crazy. So we're just gonna go and pull under here and get top off the rest of this spreader here. Oops. Contemplating throwing the real-time value tracker on this tractor. Just take it off once we're done. Probably do that just so it's a little bit more precise. I'm hoping our environmental score can kind of go up. once we get this done here. Do have GPS in this tractor, so that will be nice for us to use. And go here, customize. Oof, that's expensive, but okay. So we'll throw that on there. It is. Ain't nothing cheap anymore. So we'll go. I don't think a whole lot of these fields require a whole lot of line. At least over here, but we'll hit it just in case. Generally, I'd rather do this before we plant it and just run over it with a BT and push it in the ground a little bit, but you know, it'll be what it is. It's okay. I didn't know it needed to be unfolded. Oh, I forgot with this map, it's very on, off, on, off, on, off. Looks like we're nailing the percentage though. And at this rate, we're not going to go through a whole lot of line. This is Spring Creek, North Dakota. It's like a somewhere between a 12 and a 16 hex map. We're not actually really sure, but yep, I built the farm layout pretty well. I still kind of regret doing some things just because of the fact that it like built areas up so much, but it's pretty decent layout, especially down here towards the cattle area. It's pretty efficient. That's worthless setting GPS up in this field. There's really just a tiny area that's not up to where I wanted it at. That field's pretty much done. I'll take only using 11% of a load on it. Oh my.
Curious to see if that impacted our not really. pH value. Really hoping it goes up a little bit. Starting to question if manure doesn't hurt the value instead of helping the value. This one will take a little bit. Oh, not too much though. Yeah, go get the planer refilled at some point before it. I'm gonna do that right now so I don't forget about it and it. I don't really want to keep being behind on planting. And this should be the last load. I don't think we'll have to put anything more in it. Back here and open covers on the planter. I thought I had my engine set to not turn off, but apparently they turn off when you get so far away. Kind of annoying. We'll get this last little bit of this field done. I gotta say, I miss having. You have two planters, you just don't have two planter tractors. As we sold our 80-20 at the fall. It's just not needed. Still waiting on a little thing to get it. Just wanted something a little bit bigger, and we just weren't using it adequately. It struggling to pull in these planters, so it's kind of why we sold it. I'd rather just have one tractor that's stupidly efficient at it than have two that, when combined together, is mediocre. Right. Back to lunch, but. So this field is silage corn, and also the field that we just also put line on is also silage corn. Generally, I wouldn't really care, but our pH was turning kind of low on a couple of these fields. The one that we just did previously was we just got it like wrapped up in being alfalfa, so like we tilled it up in the spring So that pH wasn't terribly off, but this field will definitely take a little work. And then the other field that we have planted silage corn, we just tilled it up this spring as well. It wasn't anything before; it just was not open ground, and I wanted a field that was somewhat close to the silos, so I wasn't having to run trucks half the way across the map. So, I imagine those two fields will probably take quite a bit of lime just to get them up to the pH that we need them at. Otherwise, I mean, I could really care less about putting fertilizer on. Like, if I had to put extra fertilizer on silage cornfield, it probably just wouldn't do it. It's just not. Cost to $1 is just not there for it. So we're just gonna go here and set up our GPS, and we're gonna aim it for 90. Alt X. We're on, hit cruise control, and let it do its thing. Much more enjoyable whenever you can set auto drive or not course play, but GPS to do it. So yeah, we're using a little bit more lime for this field. Curious to see if nope, still hasn't went up any. I don't actually know if it will. I think the manure spreading kind of took a hit because I think we took the nitrogen value over what we needed it to be. It's probably a little acidic. Every time I get back to using GPS, I gotta remember which button does what on the joystick. If y'all are new, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button though, guys. Really does mean a lot. We'll see how far we go. I don't think tonight's gonna be a very active night, just due to kind of how things posted. But we'll see. We'll see how late we go. I personally don't think I have a 3-hour stream in me, so we'll see. That's what we did last week. Like, I low-key kind of hated all that at the same time. So streams are good as long as there's people here to talk to, but it's whenever people aren't here to talk to that it gets to be very boring per se. Also, I turned my mic up just a tad. I just kind of backed away from the mic, so I didn't want you all to not be able to hear anything. So still looking. Look on the book of the faces. Take it's also kind of crazy how quick like you can get these fields done. We'll see if up here needs a little bit more. If it so basically like the map is so big that like the pixel size for precision farming is just ginormous. So that's why it's getting these like big gap looks to it. And I haven't really figured out a way to get around that. So. It is what it is. It's fine. So we're gonna top off and we're gonna go to this other field that will likely take quite a bit of lime, I would assume, because it's freshly opened. Um, so put a little bit more into the auger here. I will be fine if we have a little bit of surplus. Doesn't really bother me much. I might just throw in one of these bins over here that we're not using. So this field's like I said, it's pretty new. It's just kind of down here. Wasn't necessarily in the holler, but it's like kind of down a little bit of the lower land area. You know, just it was a good spot to put a small field that I needed at the time. So you know, we shouldn't have any issues. It should be a fairly easy thing to do. Actually, the lime level is not too bad on it. I'm surprised. I was really anticipating it having to eat more lime, but it doesn't really look like it. Like in 19, when you had like a new field and you tried to like put that lime on it, like that would be, it would eat so much lime up. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So I'm just gonna turn that off so we don't waste a little bit of extra lime here. And let's do a big UE down here to get back on track. Set our GPS up on our PTO. Actually, this is ground driven. Then we can hit cruise control. There we go. Now we're cooking. What's up, Pleasant View? Welcome to the stream, my man. Hanging around, chilling, watching stream bots fail. Or stream elements, I should say. Oh, we're stream bots. I've been good, just been busy, you know, trying to get things done in real life and throwing school and everything else on top of it. It sure eats away time, so I'm hoping to have some time to work on some bigger projects this week, but we'll see. This depends on time. I have a big one I want to try to get done, but, you know. No. I actually have two I want to get done. You know about one of them. The other one, I maybe Dairy Deer knows. Maybe. Maybe Jackson. There are things that are out there, but can need to be improved on. We'll say that. So we'll see. We might get some. Well, depending on how much time I have, we might get a couple teaser picks in this weekend or this week. We'll see. I should have a little bit of time this weekend to work on things, so excited for that. Gotta get them old barns, dude. You do a lot better with the older stuff than I do. I will give you that. I mean, you are knocking some of them projects out of the ballpark. Maybe it's just because I play with the newer style. Like, I just don't use a ton of older stuff. I'll appreciate it. Even this field don't take a load of lime will be solid. I ain't gonna argue about that. Expensive stuff. Mhm. Do some quick math on something here. I'm curious. I can't do it in my head, unfortunately, right this moment. So weird how the streams work. Sometimes they're really good, like last week's. Yeah, I mean, I grew up around older stuff, but I just like the older stuff that like I grew up around wouldn't be able to fit 672. So it's like, yeah, I just, uh, I just like being able to play not the way I grew up, but kind of a way that I wish I could play as. Yeah, I don't. It's so weird. Like last week's was like out of the ballpark, and this is just slow. Like we're, I think, just short of 4 hour or just short of 7 hours watch time. So, and I mean we're an hour in pretty much. So it's interesting, to say the least. So just part of it. So we're getting close to the monetization stage, but I'll just take a moment. Just throwing a little bit of lime on that field, because why not? I'm not even eating any lime, it's just putting it down right now. It's hilarious. Also doesn't help that like Facebook is absolutely killing links if stuff isn't shared a lot. Like I noticed that big time. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird how it works. I just wish it was a little bit more consistent. But it is what it is. I ain't gonna argue. So we're not too far away. So we'll get there. Probably take another month-ish, but we'll get there. Yeah, that is true. So I would post it on Facebook, but my gosh,
It's like anytime I post a link that goes away from Facebook, holy crap, does it kill it. Like yesterday's release was like a slap in the face. It was rough. It was rough. That's how come I put that post out today. I was like, okay, well, from now on, everything is just going to be at the play gamepad because I don't have time to put up this. So, yeah, it was not pretty yesterday, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it was not pretty at all. And I mean, it was like the post was scheduled too. Like, I didn't just do it. So, it's just generally scheduled posts do better. Just so weird. Alright, well, have a good one, man. So, get some rest. So. Yeah, I do a little bit of everything. It's just trying to figure out the algorithms and what clicks, what doesn't is a pain anymore, unfortunately. Did that improve? What the heck? Why is this not improving our pH value? Oh, oh. Well, that's one field of corn done. Uh-oh. I'm assuming this field probably needs some on it. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange on how everything works anymore. It's so picky. One thing does this, one thing does that anymore. So I don't know. Gonna have to adapt to it, I guess. I mean, it's taking quite a hot bit. I mean, it's 3.5 tons an acre, not an acre, an acre. Pretty heavy. I mean, I've not really ever done much of this field because it was corn one year and then it was either grass or alfalfa since. So. But, yeah, at least we won't have the manure showing further. Just try and get the stinking number to go up. I don't know. pH value is just not changing at all. You get that one's low. I don't know why this one's low. These are somewhat solid. I need to get money and then just get a self-propelled sprayer. That would help a lot in this situation. Yeah, I've done quite a bit to the map. I've tried to make it look good and somewhat playable. So when I first got it, man, it was rough. I mean, it's still not pretty, but it's definitely a little bit more playable now. Shh. Maybe the cruise control. Wait.
That's gonna be one of these fields that will probably, well, next year I'll probably be silage corn, to be honest. This needs a break from alfalfa. So at the end of this headland, I'm just gonna switch around. Oh, trust me, I am by far not a mapper at all. I mean, a lot of what I've done on here was just kind of test things out and see what kind of happens. I want to go in and make like a actual custom what you call a soil map, but I only have it set to everything's loam right now. Just it's like trying to freaking edit this map is not the move. It's a pain. And the number is still not changed. I don't know how to get that number. Well, this is just counting all the ground that we don't cover. I wish there was a way to update that so like take away from what. Yeah, it definitely takes a little bit of a workhorse to get the map to load. I'm definitely just gonna disable that stream elements thing. That thing's getting annoying at this point. Yeah, I think I want to be calling it stream rather soon. Hello, rank 29 in the stream. It's hard to keep wanting to push the stream whenever you have only 5 viewers. No, now it's 6. I mean, my policy's 10 or more. We keep going. It's hard to get watch hours with the number so low. You're pretty good. How about yourself? I mean, not running out of lime once on the trailer is not too bad. Can't lie. I meant to go start the cedar on the hill. Oops. I just wish it would like update to like if it's not like the actual field, it doesn't count. Like I feel like that would help. Though. Hanging out quite a bit. But... I think I might bring those trucks to kind of the middle over here. It's not so far. It's a grass edge all the way around, so realistically it's doable. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, it don't really bother me. It's just I don't. It's hard to keep going with like six and like no chats or anything. Like that's the hard part to me. It's just not really. Don't really enjoy that a whole lot having to do it that way. It is not my map. I just have done a lot of editing to the map. It's Spring Creek. You're good, Rank, on me. I completely understand. Like, there's times I just don't feel like streaming on Saturday, Sundays either. Oh, brakes failed there. Dang. Oh, probably because I was hitting the clutch. Oops. I've got a map. I'm not a mapper, so it's hard for me to make it look good. Weekends are like kind of the only free time I have for this stuff, so it's hard for me to just take them off, unfortunately. Especially getting close to YouTube monetization. Like, just try to keep kind of grind through it, and I'll get there eventually. So that little bit of money that will come from it will be worth it. So I don't know. I don't know how much to expect or anything like that. Just if it can help cover costs of anything, it's a win in my book. I got Luray, Kansas. It's just I haven't had a whole lot of like the map itself is done. Like building it is like the fields are done, grass is in, majority of the trees are in. It's just getting roads and stuff that I don't know how to do. And that's the hard part to me, fortunately. So. This is also I like 5 other mods I'm working on at the same time, so it's just hard. Just hard to try to do multiple things at one time. So I try to leave most of the mapping to the mappers because I ain't no good at it. It took me forever to get done what I got done on Luray the first few times. Have a good one. I appreciate you hopping in, man. There. Yeah, just being somewhat decent at doing placeables and like implements, it's like just adding another thing to it is just not enjoyable, unfortunately. I wish I could be producing maps because I have a lot of ideas. I've just never been able to actually fully complete it, and I don't want to release something that's halfway done. That's not really how I like to play ball, unfortunately. So we'll see. I don't know. I started this map at the start of 22, and I probably won't see public daylight anytime soon, unfortunately. It's like I'd like to go play on some DR's maps because I have them. It's just I've got so involved in this save that I'm over 250 hours. It's like, you know, yeah, I don't, I get ideas and I can somewhat get them going. It just takes me a while, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. I just don't. I've been battling a headache all weekend, so just trying not to stress about a whole lot of things or focus on things. So, do appreciate y'all that hopped on. It really does mean a lot. Like I said, sorry it wasn't the longest stream ever tonight. If you guys aren't, please do like and subscribe. Though it really does mean a lot to me personally. Hopefully, we'll see y'all again next Sunday around the same time. So, y'all have a good one. Have a great week, and we'll catch y'all next time. Like I said, have a good one.